And if it's comfortable for you, you can close your eyes. Or just have a soft gaze at the floor in front of you. Starting to relax into this pose, relaxing your jaw, shrugging your shoulders away from your ears. Sinking your hips deep into the mat. And we'll start to lengthen our spine, our crown of our head to the ceiling. Taking a few deeper breaths here, trying to slow down your breath. And I learned a new yogic concept this week, and I wanted to share it and kind of start off our class with this concept. And it's known as Lila. Maybe some of you have heard of it before, maybe some of you haven't. And in Sanskrit, Lila means divine play of life. It can also is known as cosmic play. And it's kind of this idea that there's like a lens in front of your life, I guess you could say. So it's this idea that the world is not something that we control, but rather it's an experience. So oftentimes, we'll come to yoga class, they'll be like, oh, I really want to get flexible, or I want to do this certain peak pose. But Lila is kind of finding a way to just experience a yoga class and not have any sort of attachment to it. So I found this quote. It says that life itself is a dance, not a duty. And often in yoga, we try to attain something and have this goal set. But I think that today, throughout our class, I really want every movement to be more of like an exploration. And I think that this can also relate to connecting with our inner child as well, because when we were younger, we were a little bit more free, had more of a free mindset. So that's what I would really like to focus on through this class today. And I would like to open with 3 ohms. So you can bring your hands to your heart. Taking one more moment to feel the vibrations of what we just chanted. And we'll take a deep breath together, inhaling through the nose, filling up our belly as much as we can. And exhale, side out the mouth. You can open your eyes. And we'll get started in a downward facing dog today. So you can bring your hips up and back. So downward facing dog, thinking about keeping a nice long spine. So if you notice your spine is rounding, you can have a slight bend in your knees. Breathing in and breathing out, activating your Ujjayi breath for this practice. So breathing with a slight constriction at the back of your throat to create a sound. You can pedal out your feet here a few times. So drawing one heel closer to the ground than the other. Inhale. Exhale. And inhale, we'll move forward to a plank, shoulders over our wrists. And exhale, we're going to lower our knees to the mat, coming into a tabletop position. And we're going to bring our right ankle at our left knee. So we're in almost a figure four. Yeah, there we go. And we're going to do a few cat-cows here. So we're going to inhale to arch our spine, lift our chin and our chest. And exhale to round. Inhale, lifting your chin and your chest. Exhale to round. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Great, you can come back to a neutral spine. We're gonna lower onto our forearms now. So still in that figure four, and we're gonna do the same thing. So it's more of a smaller movement. So we'll inhale to arch our back, lift our chin and our chest, and exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale. Great. Finding neutral spine, you can place your hands underneath your shoulders, uncross your legs, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back into your downward facing dog again. Pedaling out your feet a few times here. And once again, we'll inhale forward to plank. You can lower your knees, and we'll bring our left foot at our right knee this time. Inhale to arch our back, lift our chin and our chest. Exhale to round. Inhale. Exhale. And last one, inhale. And exhale to round. Find neutral spine. We'll drop onto our forearms, trying to keep them parallel. Inhale to lift our chin and our chest. Exhale, round. Inhale. Exhale. And last one, breathing in and breathing out. Great. You can place your hands underneath your shoulders, uncross your legs, tuck your toes, and lift your hips up and back to your downward facing dog, pedaling out your feet once more. Great. Maybe exaggerating this movement, shifting your hips as you pedal out your feet. And we'll move through our two flow variations for our practice today. So you can inhale forward to a plank, shoulders over wrists. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, your chin. Our sit bones stay lifted. Slide forward, Bhujangasana, baby cobra. The weight is off of our hands here using our back muscles. Exhale, bring your seat to your heels, hips up and back to your downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale, grounding through the mounds of our hands, spreading our fingertips nice and wide. Inhale. Exhale. Second flow variation, we'll inhale forward to a plank, our shoulders over wrists. And exhale, lowering halfway, elbows are staying in, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. One breath here, breathing in and breathing out. You can slowly start to walk your feet towards your hands. Grabbing opposite elbows here, swaying from side to side, releasing any tension at your low back. Great. And eventually finding stillness, you can drop your hands to the mat and slowly start to rise all the way up to standing. And once you're at the top, you can shrug your shoulders back a few times and forwards a few times. Bringing your hands to your heart, taking one deep breath in and deep breath out. And inhale, we'll reach both arms up, palms touch. Exhale, fold over your legs with a long spine. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. We'll hold here for 5 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Dropping our heels a little bit more to the ground. Inhale. Exhale, 4. And last one. Inhale. Exhale, 5. Inhale, lift up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold over your legs. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Great. Once more. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, lift halfway, lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands. Step or hop back, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog, holding for 3 breaths this time. Inhale. Exhale, drawing our thighs to the back of the room. Inhale. Exhale, 2. And inhale. Exhale, 3. Inhale, lift up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift to lengthen your spine. And exhale to fold. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Breathing in here. And breathing out. We'll take our Jiva Mukti Sun Salutation. So we'll inhale, we'll hook our thumbs, reach up, arch back. Exhale, fold over your legs, intertwine your fingers, straighten your arms and your legs. Exhale, release your hands to the mat. Step your left leg back, gaze forwards. And step your right leg back to your downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, your chin. Slide forward, Bhujangasana, baby cobra. Exhale, bring your seat to your heels, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Step your right foot between your hands, gaze forwards. Step your left foot next to your right and fold. Soften your knees, hook your thumbs, reach up, arch back. And exhale, fold over your legs, intertwine your fingers, straighten your arms and your legs. Release your hands to the mat, step your left leg back, gaze forwards. And exhale, step your right leg back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, lower your knees, your chest, your chin, sit bones stay lifted. Slide forward, Bhujangasana. And exhale, bring your seat to your heels, hips up and back, downward facing dog. Inhale forward to a plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. Step your left foot between your hands, gaze forwards. Exhale your right foot next to your left and fold. Soften your knees, hook your thumbs, reach up, arch back. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Great. Breathing in here. And breathing out. I think it's already time for fans. One more breath. Inhale. And exhale. Great. Inhale, we'll reach both arms up. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands and step your left leg back. Lower your left knee, untuck your left toes, and we're gonna grab our block. So we're gonna place our block on our right thigh, and we're gonna place our forearm on our block. Our palm is going to be facing to the right side of the room, okay? So we have this resistance between the block. You can bring your left hand on your hip, tuck your left toes, and we're going to bring our left leg next to our right. So we're in like a Utkatasana. And then we're going to bring our right leg up and exhale back down and step that left leg back down. And we'll do that once more. So inhale your left leg forward, exhale right leg up, inhale right leg down, exhale left leg back. Great. You can remove the block, plant your hands, tuck your left toes, lift your left leg, and step back to your downward facing dog. You can stay here, or option to flow. You can inhale forward to a plank, exhale chaturanga, inhale upward facing dog or cobra, exhale to your downward facing dog. Taking a moment here, breathing in and breathing out. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back, three-legged dog. Exhale, bring your left knee into your chest and step your left foot between your hands. You can lower your right knee, untuck your right toes, and grab your block again. We'll do the other side. So this time, our right hand is facing the right side wall. We'll tuck our right toes, and we'll bring that right foot forwards. Inhale, bringing that left knee in. Exhale, release, and right leg back. Again, right leg forwards. Inhale, lift up. Exhale, lower, and down. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. And exhale. Great. You can move the block to the side. A fun little different exercise. You can plant your hands, lift your right knee, and step back to your downward facing dog. You can stay here, or option to move through your flow. Inhale forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog. We'll hold here for 3 breaths. Breathing in and breathing out. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift to lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. Exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Great. We'll move on to Namaskar B. So we're going to inhale, sink our hips, sweep our fingertips to the mat, reach both arms up, drawing our ribs in here. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale, downward facing dog. Great. Turn your left toes out to the left and step your right foot between your hands. Rise both arms up. Warrior one. Inhale here. Drawing that left hip forward, right hip back. Exhale. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale, plant both hands down. Step back to plank. Lower halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale, downward facing dog. Turn your right toes to the right and step your left foot between your hands. Rise both arms up. Inhale here. Exhale. So right heel is on the mat. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale, plant your hands. Step back to plank. Lowering halfway or all the way. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. Exhale to your downward facing dog, holding for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, and last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift, lengthen your spine. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, sink your hips, sweep your fingertips to the mat, reaching both arms up, Utkatasana. And exhale, stand all the way up, bringing your hands to your heart. Great. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, bring your right knee into your chest. And we're going to come into that figure four again. So placing our right ankle above our left knee. And we'll sink our hips down. Maybe you go all the way so that your forearms can touch your right shin. Holding here, finding your drishti, your point of focus. So something in front of you that's not moving. One more breath. Inhale. Exhale, maybe sinking a little bit deeper. Great. And inhale, you can lift all the way back up. Bring that right knee into your chest, reaching both arms up. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen your spine. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Great. Inhale, we're gonna lift our right leg up, three-legged dog, and we're gonna come onto our left forearm. Yeah, so our right hand is on the mat and our left forearm. And from here, you can bend your right knee, open your hip. Awesome. Breathing in. Breathing out. Last breath here. Inhale. And exhale, re-straighten that right leg. Straighten that left arm. And we'll bring our right knee into our chest. Great. And then we'll drop our right shin to the mat. Yeah, so not quite in pigeon. It's parallel with the long edge of our mat. And we'll inhale, lift our left leg up. And exhale, release your left toes. Bring your right knee into your chest for a tiger curl. Yeah. And we're gonna drop that shin back to the mat. Lift that left leg. And exhale, release, bringing your right knee into your chest. We'll do that one last time. So releasing our shin down, reaching that left leg up. And exhale, keeping those toes tucked, bringing that right knee into your chest. And we'll hold here for a moment. And step your right foot between your hands. Gaze forwards. And we'll bring our hands into our prayer. Shifting the weight into our right leg. Coming into our warrior three. So lifting that left leg up. Yeah, your hands can be on blocks. Keeping our hips nice and square to the ground here. And keeping that left foot nice and active. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale, taking a big step back, coming into our warrior two. So front heel in line with back inner arch. Holding here for a moment, drawing attention to our upper body. Seeing if it's over our hips here. Great. And we'll inhale to straighten that right leg, take the bend out. Exhale, glide your right fingertips forwards and down, coming into our Trikonasana. So your hand can be on a block here. On your shin. Inhale. And exhale, we'll reach for the back of the room. And then down to the mat. Yeah. Inhale, reach up into our Trikonasana. And exhale, reach for the back of the room and down. Last one. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, back down. Inhale, reach up. And you can have a look down at the ground. And rise all the way back up to standing, bending into that right leg, coming back into our warrior two. And we'll hold here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Last one. Inhale. Exhale, 3. Great. Bring your hands to your heart. Yeah, and we're gonna hook our right elbow on the inside of our right knee. So kind of like extended side angle, but our hands are in prayer. Yeah. So keeping that chest nice and open. Inhale. Exhale. 2 more. Breathing in. Breathing out, using that elbow, keeping our chest nice and open. Inhale. And exhale. Great. You can look down at the mat, bringing both hands down to either side of your front foot. And you can hop that left foot forward slightly so we can plant both heels, both feet flat on the mat. Your hands can be on blocks as well. We'll inhale, lengthen our spine, and exhale, fold. So thinking about keeping our hips nice and square here. Square to the front of the room. Hold here for 3 more breaths. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Last breath. Inhale. And exhale. Great. If your hands are on blocks, you can move your blocks to the side. Plant your hands, and we'll step our right leg back to our downward facing dog. And you can stay here, or option to move through your flow. Inhaling forward to plank. Exhale, chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale. Exhale, 1. Inhale. Exhale, 2. Last one. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale, lift up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees. Step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Great. Moving on to the other side. So we'll inhale, bring our left knee into our chest, bringing our hands to our heart. And we'll place our left ankle above our right knee. Inhale to lengthen our spine. And exhale to sink our hips, keeping our spine nice and long. Folding forward, holding here. Inhale. Exhale. Maybe finding something that's not moving. Maybe I should stop moving. Inhale. And exhale, sink your hips a little bit deeper. Great. Inhale, reach both arms up, bringing your right knee into your chest. Sorry, your left knee into your chest. And exhale, fold over your legs. Inhale, halfway lift to lengthen. Exhale, plant your hands, step or hop back. Chaturanga. Inhale, upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. Inhale here. And exhale. Inhale, lift your left leg up and back, 3-legged dog. And exhale, we're gonna come onto our right forearm this time. So spreading our fingertips nice and wide here, feeling a little bit of weight going into that right forearm. And you can bend your knee, open your hip. Inhale. Exhale, last breath here, breathing in. And breathing out. Inhale, straighten that left leg, straighten that right arm. Back to our 3-legged dog. And inhale, we'll bring our left knee into our chest. And you can drop your left shin to the mat. Great. We'll inhale, lift our right leg up. Exhale, bring our right toes down. Left knee into our chest. And exhale, drop that left leg. Inhale, lift that right leg. Exhale, release. Inhale, curl. Last one, drop that left leg. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, drop. Inhale, left knee into our chest and hold for a moment, doming the back, pressing into our hands. And exhale, step that left foot between your hands. You can turn your gaze to the front of the room, bringing your hands to your heart and pushing into that left leg. Great. Into our warrior three. So the tendency is for our right hip to really open here. See if you can close it. Lengthening through our spine, from the top of our head all the way to our heel. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, take a big step back into your warrior two. So our front heel in line with our back inner arch. Great. Inhale. Exhale. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. You can straighten that left leg, take the bend out, and glide your left fingertips forward and down, coming into your Trikonasana. So envisioning your back flat against a wall here. Inhale to reach up. And exhale, reach for the back of the room and down to the mat. Yeah. Inhale, reach up. Exhale, reach for the back of the room and down. Last one, inhale. And exhale. Inhale, reach up. And exhale, you can look down. Press all the way up. And rebending your left leg, coming into your warrior two. We'll hold here for 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last one, breathing in. And breathing out. Great. Inhale, bring your hands to your chest in prayer. And we'll hook that left elbow on that left knee, coming into our prayer version of our extended side angle. Great, so using that elbow to really open our body to the right. 2 more, inhale. Exhale, and last one, inhale. And exhale, release both hands down to the mat. You can hop your right foot forwards a little bit so it's flat on the mat. Your hands can be on blocks here. Inhale to lengthen your spine. And exhale to fold into our pyramid. Breathing in. And breathing out. Maybe with every inhale, thinking about lengthening your spine. And with every exhale, folding a little bit deeper. 2 more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one. Inhale. Exhale. If your hands are on blocks, you can move them to the side. Plant your hands and step back to your downward facing dog. Option to move through your flow here. You can inhale forward to a plank and exhale chaturanga. Inhale upward facing dog or cobra. And exhale to your downward facing dog. 3 breaths. Inhale. Exhale 1. Inhale. Exhale 2. And last one. Inhale. Exhale 3. Inhale, lift up high on your toes. Exhale, bend your knees, step or hop to the front of the mat. Halfway lift to lengthen your spine. Exhale to fold over your legs. Inhale, reach up, palms touch. And exhale, bring your hands to your heart. Great. How's everyone feeling? Good, yeah? We'll make our way slowly to the ground. We still have a little bit more to do before our peak pose for today. So we're gonna bring our hands to our heart and we'll come up high on our toes, keeping our legs together. And we're gonna slowly start to lower into a toe squat. Maybe balancing here for a moment. Great. And then from here, we can lower down. You can plant your feet. We're going to bring our arms in back of us, but we're going to stay on our forearms. Okay, so our feet are flat on the mat, hip distance apart. And we'll inhale, we're going to lift our hips for reverse tabletop, but you might feel a lot more in your shoulders while you're on your forearms. You feel it? Yeah. You might not need to go very high in this to feel it. So be mindful of your body. Listen to your body. Yeah, it works like different muscles, especially compared to when we're on our hands. So we'll hold for one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, release. Great. You can push into your hands and straighten your legs. We're going to bring our right knee into our chest. And you can place your right ankle above your left knee for that figure four again. So option to keep this left leg straight, or you can bend, or you can come into your Agni Shtambasana, your fire log pose. So here, both of your ankles are to your knees, okay? So whatever variation you'd like. We're gonna inhale, reach up, and exhale, we'll fold to our right knee to kind of close that gap, and then walk your hands over to the left. Yeah. And if you notice that there is a gap, then you can always place a nice block there. That might feel a little bit better, yeah? Yeah, and you can walk your hands over to center. Yeah, great. Feeling this intense stretch, keeping our feet nice and active when we're in this pose. So one more breath here. Inhale to lengthen your spine, and exhale to fold a little bit deeper. Great. And you can start to walk your hands closer to you. You can uncross your legs, plant your feet on the mat, and just windshield wiper your legs from side to side. That always feels good after fire log. Great. And we're going to straighten our legs again. And we're going to come back onto our forearms. So we could always go back to the reverse tabletop, or if you'd like to try it with your legs straight, you're going to press into your forearms and lift your hips up, point your toes. We'll hold for 3 breaths. Awesome. Push down, push. Yeah. Oh yeah, it's a difficult pose, yeah. One more breath here, inhaling a little bit higher. And exhale, release. Awesome. And you can walk your hands closer to your hips. And this time, we'll bring our left knee into our chest, placing our left ankle over our right knee, staying here or coming into your fire log. Inhale, reaching both arms up. And exhale, fold over to the left. Holding here for a moment, and then you can walk your hands over to center. Yeah, here. Can you, no worries, can you get your leg a little bit more there? Yeah, there we go. Is that okay? Does it feel okay? Listen to your body. If it's too much, then you can always straighten this leg. Yeah, so just like this. And then that's already a really nice stretch, so yeah. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, you can walk your hands back towards you. You can uncross your legs and windshield wiper your legs. Great. And we'll cross our ankles, roll over your legs, plant your hands, and we'll come into a tabletop pose. So we're coming into our peak pose now. I don't really know what this is called, but it's a version of flying pigeon. So we're gonna come into the pose that we started in, so that figure 4 tabletop. If you want, I could demo it first, just so you can look, and then I can do it again after and walk you guys through it. So we're in this figure 4, and then what I'm going to do from here is I'm going to tuck these toes, kind of come up into a little toe squat. So this foot, I would like to be above my left elbow, okay? So this hand is going to be in like a chaturanga. This arm is going to be flat. So one arm is going to be kind of like in a crow pose, and the other arm will be on your forearm. We want our right knee, it's kind of hard to explain, our right knee to be as high up on our arm as we can get it. And then from here, you're going to start to shift your weight forwards, lifting that left leg so you're balancing on your arms. And then from here, maybe you straighten that left leg. Thanks. So there are a lot of like really small steps involved, so I'll walk you guys through it. Are there any questions before I explain it again? No? Okay. So our right ankle is above our left knee, right? We're going to tuck our left toes, come up into that toe squat. This just allows you to get into the pose better. So our right foot, we would like it to wrap around the top of our left elbow. So it might help if you sneak that right foot up a little bit. So left hand is flat on the mat. Right forearm on the mat. Right knee to the back of our right armpit. And then from there, start to shift. And you're so close to the ground, so if you fall, it doesn't really hurt. Yeah. You got it. And even if your head is on the ground, I've done it so many times where my head is actually on the ground and I straighten my leg, and then from there you can lift up. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah. Yeah, a little bit closer. Yeah. And now this forearm down. Yeah. And start to, yeah. And you can even bring your head right on the ground. Yeah. You're very, very close. Yeah. I would bring this arm a little bit more forwards. Yeah. Yeah, because this one you want it to be in like a 90 degree. So, yeah. And now push with those toes. Yeah. You did it. You're hovering off the mat. Okay. I think we've had enough of this side, right? So we'll come. Oh, nice vacances. Yay. Great. We'll come into a child's pose for a minute. Just taking a breath here before we move on to the other side. The other side, personally, I find a lot more tight. So maybe this will be an open side for you. Everyone's body is different. Great. So one last breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Inhale, you can come up into a tabletop position. And this time we'll bring our left ankle above our right knee. You can tuck those right toes, walk a little bit closer to help you set up. So this time our left foot is wrapping around our right upper arm. I've seen some people even really like wrap their toes and like use it as a grip. So maybe that will work for you. And then our left forearm to the mat, our left knee on our left upper arm, and then you can start to shift your weight. It's kind of similar to crow, where you're really gripping the mat. Yeah. So,
This like refuses to.
So I think that this hand, you want it to be under your elbow. Think of chaturanga. Yeah. And now bring this forearm forward. Yeah.
So
and now tuck your toes a little bit more. Can you bring your knee in a little bit more? Yeah. And now use your toes to kind of push you forwards.
Oh my God.
Yeah. Are you okay? I know it's a weird one. I warned you it was funky. Yeah. Great, yeah. And when you're done, you can come into your child's pose for a moment. Great. We'll take one more breath here. Inhale. And exhale, slide all the way onto your belly. And you can bring your arms alongside your body. Setting up for Shalabhasana. So we'll intertwine our fingers behind our back, trying to draw the palms of our hands together. Inhale to lift our chin and our chest, and pull your hands to the back of the room, lifting our legs. Yeah, inhale. Exhale. Great. Inhale. Yeah, there we go. Trying to get the palms together. Yep. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, last one. Inhaling a little bit higher. And exhale, you can release. You can turn your gaze over to the right, shifting your hips from side to side if that feels good. You can turn your gaze back to center. And we can take our Shalabhasana again, or option to take our bow pose. So we can bend at the knees here, thinking about an inner rotation of our inner thighs. So our inner thighs are drawing closer together. You can grab the outsides of your ankles, flexing your feet here. Inhale to lift our chin and our chest, and kick your feet into your hands. Great. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. And last one, inhaling a little bit higher. And exhale, release, turning your gaze over to the left, shifting your hips. Great. You can reach your right arm in front of you, and we'll flip on to our backs. And here you can bend your knees so that your feet are planted on the ground. Great. So you should be able to touch the backs of your heels. If not, you can move your feet a little bit closer. And we'll inhale, lift our lower back, our middle back, and our upper back off of the mat. So our hips are hovering. Inhale. Exhale. Yeah. Inhale. Exhale. Two more. Inhale. Exhale. And last one, inhaling a little bit higher. And exhale, lowering your upper back, your middle back, and your lower back. You can bring the soles of your feet together, your knees out to the side, stretching up for opposite elbows. Great. Taking a moment here to reset. You can bring your arms back alongside of your body, helping your knees back up. And we'll inhale, lift our lower back, our middle back, our upper back off the mat. An option to come into your wheel. So if you're coming into your wheel, placing your hands by your ears, propping up onto the top of your head and straightening your arms. Inhale. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale, two more. Inhale. exhale, and last one, inhale. And exhale, lowering down, bringing our chin to our chest, our upper back, our middle back, and our lower back. Great. And this time we can bring our knees into our chest and give them a squeeze. And we're going to straighten our left leg alongside the mat. Great. And we'll pull our right knee over to the left for a twist. An option today to come into cat pulling its tail. So your left leg that's straight along the mat, maybe bending it so that you can catch it with your right hand. Just to kind of deepen the twist, you might feel it more in your left hip here. Last breath, inhale. And exhale, you can release that foot. You can bring your knees back into your chest. And this time we'll straighten our right leg along the mat, drawing our left knee over to the right for a twist. Taking whatever variation you did on the other side, so maybe bending that left leg, catching your left foot. And you can inhale, release your foot, bringing your knees into your chest. And we'll come into our shoulder stand, so lifting our hips up and over, or if you'd like to come into your legs up, your Viparita Karani, you can place a block underneath your sacrum to help support your legs. There's also lots of wall space if you'd like to go close to a wall. If you're in your shoulder stand, thinking about drawing our elbows maybe a little bit closer together. Noticing any pulsations in your legs, any sensations at all. And if you're in your shoulder stand and you'd like to lower into your plow, you can start to lower your legs up and over your head. And if your toes touch the mat or the ground, you can release your arms behind you, flexing our feet like we're pushing into a wall in front of us. One more breath here. Inhale. And exhale. Wherever you are, you can start to slowly lower all the way onto your backs, removing the block from underneath your sacrum. And you can take any last moves that you feel like you need to make. Maybe that's a happy baby. Maybe that's hugging your knees into your chest. Once more. Maybe that's your fish pose. And whenever you're ready, you can set up for your Shavasana. So extending your arms, your legs, your palms facing open, feet falling to the side. can start to wiggle your fingers, your toes, circling your wrists and your ankles. Stretching your arms up and over for full body stretch, taking a deeper breath in, and letting it out. And you can hug your knees into your chest, giving them a squeeze. Maybe rocking from side to side until you turn onto your right. You can push up into your hands, keeping your eyes closed, and come into a comfortable seat. And you can bring your hands at the level of your heart. And we'll end our practice with Om Shanti Shanti Shanti. Inhale for Om. Namaste. Great. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I wish you all a wonderful long weekend. Hopefully it's a long weekend for most of you, kind of, in a way. And I'll be around if you have any questions or comments. Great, thank you.